So you're organizing with ADHD. Here are 15 benefits of organization for ADHD. Number one, less stress. When you have an organized environment, it's just less stressful. Have you ever walked into a really chaotic environment? I'm stressed out just because of all the things that are out of place, the mess that's going on. When you've done the organization, you're going to have an environment that's going to be more calm and relaxing for you. And another benefit is going to be you have more self-esteem, more confidence. Have you ever walked into your room and just looked at it and said, it's organized. It looks really good. You call your friends sometimes, say, hey, come see how I reorganized my apartment. Come see what I did. Come see how good it looks right now. Or you have your friend come in or a family member come in and they look around and they say, wow, this place looks really nice and really organized. And you feel really great about that because you worked so hard at it and the result is awesome. And then your friend or family member or whoever gives you that compliment and that feels really good. And another benefit, it saves you money when you have an organized place because you can look around and see what you have and what you don't have, and it prevents you from going online or going to the store and buying duplicate things. How many times have you gone and looked at something and said, hey, I need one of those? You buy it and you get it home and you look and then you realize you have another one that's exactly the same thing. And then your decision is, do I keep it or do I send it back or do I have to send it to a friend? But when your house is organized, when your apartment is organized, you can go around and look and see what you really need and what you don't. And another benefit, it helps you with grocery shopping because you know what is exactly in your refrigerator. You know what is exactly in your pantry when it's organized. And so when you go to write that grocery list, you can just look in there and say, okay, I need this, I need eggs, milk, whatever. Okay, I need rice or whatever. Unlike if it's not organized, you're looking all through, you might miss something. You go through, you write the grocery list, you check it two or three times, and you go to the grocery store and you're like, I've got the perfect list. You get there, it's all written out, and then you get back from the grocery store and you realize you forgot something because you missed it in the refrigerator or the pantry, or you bought a duplicate thing that you really didn't need. And another benefit is that with organization, it's going to save you time because you know where things are, you know where to look, you know that you can see them if you have to go look for them. And so that's going to save you a lot of time because do you know how much time that I spend or you might spend looking for something or trying to figure out where something is and don't know, and then you have to go all around your house or apartment trying to find it. And that takes up a lot of time. If you have those 10 minutes back each day, just think of how many other things that you can do if your apartment or house is organized. And another great benefit is that it's easier to find lost items. How many times have you lost something and wished you can find it and you looked over for it and it's just under something or it's just in a place that you didn't see it? But if it's organized, if your house or apartment is organized, you can look and find things a lot faster and easier because you're able to see them and you're able to know exactly where they are. You have better balance in your life. And what I mean is you have better work-life balance or better home, whatever other things that you do kind of balance because of more time. You can plan more things. You can go more places. You can do more things. Yes, you're probably going to have to spend time at work, but then all that time that you spend looking for things, all that time you spend trying to figure things out, all that time you spend trying to figure out, okay, where do I need to go or do this or do that or find the thing that you need to leave, you can take that time and eliminate it because your place is organized and then add that time to another activity. Just think about all the things that you can do if you have an hour or 2 hours per week back that you would normally lose because of the fact that your apartment or house is disorganized. That could be going to a movie, going out to the park, any kind of activity that you like to do. It can help you have better relationships. And the reason is because if you are the organized person or you are the messy person, the other person that is living with you or spending time in your space could get really annoyed at you, or you could get really annoyed at them. If they're messy, they always leave dishes in the sink and you hate that. Even if the dishes are clean and they're just not put away and you just like, why don't they put these dishes away? Then it kind of gives you that attitude of, hey, why can't you do this? It's upsetting to me. I wish they would do this. I really don't like that they don't do this. and they could be in the opposite way towards you if you are the one that is messy. So an organized place is going to just make the place that you live in a little more relaxed and a little better for each person in that space, because you're not getting on that nerve, or they're not getting on your nerve because of the fact that they are disorganized. Another benefit of organization is that it makes things easier to reach, easier to get to, because generally you put things in the place that you use them, then you go to that place and you remember, hey, it's there. You don't have to look behind things. Now, you could have an organized place in your pantry and you know certain things are there, so you put the things that you use most in the front. And another great benefit of organization is that you sleep better or get better sleep. Have you ever tried to sleep in a chaotic environment? You don't really get to relax. You don't really get comfortable in an environment where there's just all this mess. It's disorganized. You're on the bed, you're trying to get comfortable. Maybe your clothes are on the bed too, and you have to push them over, and then you feel like you're in this little confined space. And so you don't get comfortable enough to fall asleep. And if you already have issues trying to fall asleep, it's just going to make it worse. But if you are in an organized place, it looks nice, the sheets are clean, everything in the place looks really good, then when you get into bed and you're ready to fall asleep, you at least have that relaxed mode of that, hey, all this stuff is organized in its place. I don't have to worry about that. I can just concentrate on falling asleep and getting to sleep. And you are probably going to get to sleep faster if your place is organized. Now, I did a video on this about clutter and how that affects your sleep as well. You can watch that. I'll put the link up right here. And another benefit of organization, I find it's much easier to be creative when you're in an organized environment, because you get time to kind of think and not worry about anything else that is around you. You're just like, hey, I'm relaxed. I need to think about this. I need to really figure out what I want to do with this, or brainstorm, whatever. You get that kind of environment that really helps with creativity. Also, it helps with relaxation, so that can lead to you doing mindfulness as well. And that is an environment where you really need an organized environment, a quiet environment, some environment that relaxes you, that gets you into the mode to do some mindfulness. Now, another great thing about organization is that you get to choose what is seen that is in your visual field of view. That's important for ADHD, because not everything is so important to be seen. You do want everything to be seen, but sometimes you just can't. And so you need to know, hey, this is important. I need to make sure that I can see this thing. I need to make sure it's in my field of view. And so you can set up your apartment or house like that. You can set it up in your pantry or your refrigerator like that. And that way, you know that if you look around your house, if you look around your apartment, you'll be able to see the really important things that you need to see. Now, another benefit of organization is the fact that you're going to be able to accomplish more. You're going to be able to do more because your apartment or house is organized, because of the fact now you have some extra time to concentrate on those things. Having a disorganized house or apartment is a distraction. And so you want to be organized. And when you're organized, it allows you to do more, focus on more, stay focused on your task or activity that you're trying to do. And in that case, what happens is that you finish more things. Now, another benefit of organization, and probably the most obvious one, is that it reduces clutter in your house or apartment. When it's organized, it allows you to get rid of things that you don't need. It allows you to look at things, say, hey, I don't really need this, and I'm going to get rid of this because it will make my house or apartment more organized. And then when you go to declutter, you won't have as much to declutter. And so when your house or apartment is organized, you're going to have less things that you have just kept because of the reason that, hey, I just want to keep it. You're going to have less things that are out of place. So when you go to declutter, you can find the things that you want to declutter and throw away. And so it's going to help save you time, and it's going to help make the decluttering process easier if your house or apartment is already organized. Now, another great benefit of organization is that there are apps out there, there are groups out there, there is a community out there, and things to help you with organization. And so you don't have to go it alone. And that can make the process a lot easier for you. That can make the process go a lot faster for you. And that can make the process so that you are saving time. Now that you've learned the benefits of organization, there's another video that I have that goes over 12 tips for decluttering. You can watch that video right here.